I know this is a very odd way to start a video, but you'll understand why. I've started this one off by showing you a train. I'm in a much nicer area right here. The little clip that you just saw, I would never forage from because it's right near a rail line. And I have a really good reason for starting my video off with that rail line right now. And that's because as a wild food educator, one of the rules I always try to get imposed into people's minds is know the location in which you are foraging from. It is so important. Always, it's mission critical to know how safe the area is. Having said that, the people in East Palestine, downwind from that disaster, anywhere who's been affected by that rail disaster, I would highly recommend don't even think about foraging this season and maybe for a few more years to come. It really depends on what the outcome is on soil testing and soil testing that is reliable. So, having said that, there's going to be other issues that there may be some fallout as a result, and that will be the monarch migration, as well as other birds that are on their way. I'm not going to ramble about that right now. I will be doing a presentation about that shortly, but I do want to say, please, always, it doesn't matter where you are on this planet, always know the location in which you are foraging from and make sure it is safe. But now let's go to the little presentation I have. What's happened in East Palestine could happen to any one of us anywhere across the United States or Canada, and this shouldn't be. Even if a disaster strikes, help should be there right away. But having said that, foragers in East Palestine or anywhere downwind, downstream, or any other area that has been affected by this, please do not forage. There is absolutely no way to know for sure whether what you are going to forage this year is safe or not. We can see right now what is going on with the birds and what is happening with the fish. It is a nightmare, and I don't think it's going to end right here. This is a screenshot of a website that I found. It is absolutely fantastic, the amount of information that the Black Swamp Bird Observatory has. I highly recommend if you're a birder to check it out. Their physical location is in the northwest part of the state of Ohio. I chose this because they have outlined what birds approximately at what time are going to be going through the state of Ohio. And this could be very concerning. If any of these birds stop where there is contamination, there is going to be a further ecological disaster. And the big question I have is, what about the monarch butterflies? This is a map that shows their migration pattern as they're going northbound in the spring. And I took a screenshot of this from the website monarchwatch.org. I can't even begin to fathom the disaster that we would be faced with an already endangered monarch butterfly if any of these butterflies stop off in contaminated areas. We can only hope that they somehow know there's a disaster and they fly around it. However, if they don't, again, I just can't even imagine what the outcome would be. And this is a screenshot of my website, EdibleWildFood.com. So whether I'm with people face to face or whether people come to my website, I always have the rules that foragers need to be guided by. It's so important. And of course, the location in which you want to forage from is really important because there's a lot of pollution out there. There are old dumps, there are old mines, there is spraying of farm fields, and depending on where you live, there is actually spraying of forests. For example, in the forestry industry, it's a nuisance to have a lot of small brush
in between all the trees in which they want to take down. So they do aerial spraying to kill all the green life. And I'm sure it's killing a lot more than just that too. But anyways, so always know the area so that whatever you take can be something you can enjoy and it's not going to cause you harm. And once again, train derailment in Ohio, that area is contaminated. I wouldn't be foraging anywhere near there. And I'm going to finish off right here with this image of a sumaxicle. All right, I'm not eating it like a popsicle, trust me. However, it is just absolutely magnificent how the ice has coated a crimson red sumac seed head in the middle of February. Actually, it's almost the end of February now. So I want to thank you for sticking it out to the end. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart if you're one of my subscribers. And if you're not and you're new to my channel, if you could do me the kindness and consider subscribing, I would be ever so grateful. And also be sure to hit the bell for future notification of videos. And please give it a thumbs up and share. Thank you so much, everybody.